Yeah, that's definitely a different one than what I have, so I'll get that and set that up for the next time I stream. Uh-huh. I actually had it on a jump drive that I played in high school, the original one. And I do own it on Steam, but it doesn't run very well because it hasn't been adapted. Okay, come on. Whoa, there we go. All the ones. Yeah, I watched my dad once. He was playing it's the one in Antarctica where if you damage anything, you have to pay for it. Wait, it seems the people on this planet were experimenting only with what we would consider to be fairly basic weapon technologies. The havoc they wrought is more of a testament to their incredible genocidal tenacity than it is to the power of their weaponry. Basic but useful? Yeah, cool. But he was in some greenhouse in XCOM, and he missed a shot and hit the glass up in the ceiling, and then it was just falling for hours, like almost hours. It felt like it was hours. It just kept falling and falling. He went back to a previous save because you had to pay for all the damages. He's like, nope, 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 not doing that. So not doing that. Alright. Build some mining stations, please. And you. Build a mining station. Well, OBS I've noticed is very hard. That's part of the reason that when I was like, oh, yeah, I think I'm actually going to try and record myself playing and see how it works 2 months ago, it took 2 weeks because I kept having problems with blurry videos. And I was like, I know my computer can capture it. It's got all the specs required. It turned out I had the settings all wonky. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look. So, where are we going, guys? What are we doing here? I don't even know what we're doing anymore. I'm sitting here chatting too much. Hello! Hello, Solar Winds. Welcome to the chat where I keep getting distracted by chatting with people and forget what I'm actually building over here. Though I do think we're going to war pretty soon. Except the two guys we're going to war with are fighting each other, so maybe it wouldn't be the best time to go to war with them. I mean, it would be good, but we can't demand vassalization from him while he's at war. So that's a little annoying. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I turned down the chat mod. Oh yeah, this game is great. I got it right after they opened, right after it came out. Jesus. Can't talk. Can't talk. I've been streaming on here for almost 6 hours. And if I'm going to keep doing it, I do need to go get some more water. Alright. Let's see. What are we doing, guys? I think I keep asking that question because I keep forgetting. Yeah. Lowering it did help. I think it was just taking longer to like process or process your words and make sure they were safe. Now it's just cutting out the most basic nasty stuff. Which, y'all are very nice. You're not going to say anything nasty, right? I hope. Yeah. Lots of distractions with chat. Hey! There's those 2 worlds. So, I think... I almost feel like we need another, whatchamacallit? Another constructor ship. Except we don't have the influence to keep up with more than 2. And they're making a new Director General. The one problem that I've found, and I don't know if it's intentional or not, is before this expansion, before 2.0, when one of your scientists or one of your leaders got elected to be the leader of your whole nation, the leader of your whole nation, as long as they didn't die, they came back. Oh, Torment! I used to watch my dad play that one too. And we had the CD floating around my house for years. I don't know what happened to it. We moved a lot. Military brat. There's the Citadel. We need that because we want to build Titans, and we need a Citadel to build Titans. Um, I think I spent most of the time watching him play Diablo or Age of Empires. I played a lot of Age of Empires. When I was in high school, one of the teachers had old computers in her science room, and she let us install Age of Empires 2 on them because the computers were going to be replaced at the end of the year. And so during lunchtime, we would go in there and we'd play a game of multiplayer Age of Empires 2. It would take about a week and a half to finish a game because lunchtime was like 27 minutes and we had to get there and we still had to eat a little bit. But, oh, yes, we would like to donate. We would take 50 influence, please. Thank you. See, those are the nice four-eyed owls. Or whatever birds they are. Okay. Oh, all right, you go this way. You're gonna be able to go down, but watch him get trapped down here. The chat boxes. Alright, yeah, I'll give that a try for the next one. Again, I probably won't be streaming until maybe Sunday evening, Eastern time zone. Evening, nighttime. We'll have to see. I wouldn't be streaming the 6 hours in a row I can only do on like Wednesday, Thursdays. But I can do a couple hours. Hey, you build a research station. Yes. Well, except I can't. I'm not gonna ask to be their vassal. They're inferior to me. Where is the demand vassalization with these guys? I don't know where it is. But we're gonna be demanding vassalization of this guy. But do you know what and how are we doing on? Really? Yeah. But we can't demand vassalization of the jellyfish and while they're at war. So we are cleaning up our borders at the moment because everything's a mess due to, you know, us taking over and completely obliterating the our old buddies. Our poor old buddies. You know, they just didn't stand a chance. We had to get them. They were in our way. We are going to need more armies, I think. So, who's the... Oh, you guys are awesome armies. 5 point... Yep, let's build some more of you. Yeah. As I said, with my work, I have a weird hours. And so when I'm on my days off, I keep my weird hours. It doesn't help that my husband's a nurse, and so he works only 3 days a week, but he works 12-hour days, and currently he's daytime, but soon he'll be night shift, and we do not have a traditional schedule. Yes! No, you can't design your own armies, sorry. No, you can only design your own ships. The armies, though, you can pick the type. So, where's one of my planets? Woo! Let's go to my home planet. Hello, home planet. Oh, come here. There's Reptilla. There's our home planet. We haven't been down here for a long time. It's a tomb world because we blew it up before the game started. So, armies. Here on our home world, you can choose your armies based on what your population is. And our population here, we only have geckos, which are these were our starting race. And so at the beginning of the game, we can only build the assault army of geckos. And you can see their damage. Their damage is basic because they have no modifiers attached to them. And then we researched a special technology because we researched enough genetic technologies to have it come up in the card cycle to build gene warriors. And gene warriors, you can see the damage difference. Here's 1.95 to 3.9. Blah, I can't talk. And then here is 3.9 to 7.8. And then health and morale is 200, while here health and morale are 500. And they also do, these guys do 100% collateral damage. These ones only do 70%. but they do more morale damage. So they're much better. They're much better, but they're also a lot more expensive. And if you've got other planets, like on our world, we've got over here, we've got these Hythians, and we've got the snapping turtles. He's a very unhappy snapping turtle because he's a spiritualist, and we don't like spiritualists, and we don't treat them very well. Yeah, we're nice. But we can build them. They're the same numbers, though. Where it comes into a difference is where our armies are. Come here, armies. Our armies are on this planet, which we conquered. They're still terror victims. And they have these Spookslok, who are very strong. This gives them army damage plus 40%, which this is the very basic. There's also strong, but this one's very strong. And there's also weak, which is a negative modifier, depending on their racial traits. But the very strong, so we go and we build even their regular army. It's 2.55 to 5.10 compared to the assault army, which was 1.95 to 3.9. And then you compare that to their gene army, which is 5.1 to 10.2 compared to the normal guys, which are about 3 lower, thereabouts. If you go down the droid route, you can also build droid armies. If you have slaves, you can build slave armies. I believe if we're fighting the jellyfish have slaves, right? I believe, yeah, because they're authoritarian. So when we were fighting the jellyfish, we were fighting their slave armies, which slave armies are very, well, we can't see it right now. But slave armies are very cheap to build, but they're also very cheaply made because they don't want to fight and their morale is lower, and all the stats are available on the Stellaris wiki, I believe, but you can also find them as you play the game. Doing the Gene Warrior armies like we did is really good. There's also clone armies, or there were. I haven't seen them pop up, and we've done the right, like, society tracks to have clone armies pop up, so I don't quite know if they're still in the game or not, or if we just got unlucky and didn't have them come up. But, oh, no, get back here. But there were clone armies. Wait, was that the one we were researching? Yeah, that was the one we were researching. Okay, back there. But there's a bunch of different armies, but you can't, like, build and pick them like you can for your fleets. You do get to give them a leader, though. And the leader's skills, of course, affect the army. We come into our leader. And our leader here, he's level 2. Or, yeah, she's a level 2. But her trait is the Butcher, which gives her more army damage plus 10% and army collateral damage plus 33%. So she makes our armies very, very nasty. Nasty, nasty armies. Which you can do the same thing with your fleet guy. And they have a chance, they always start with one trait, and they have a chance to get more. Or like we come in with our general, they have some like leader recruitment cost is lowered. Army morale, all sorts of things. Yeah. Oh wow, I see it's really laggy. Because I talked about that a while ago. As you're now getting the whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, as now you're getting the description of the armies. And then of course fleet ships, we can come in and design each one, as you've probably seen. And I like this because you get the freedom of designing it, but you don't have the annoyance of like galactic civilizations where you have to actually place them somewhere on the ship, and you want your ship to look nice because otherwise it looks stupid and ridiculous and like a flying potato. And so here it just, you just put things on and they go there. They go in the slots, but you have the freedom of choice of, do you want a little picket ship with point defense and small weapons, or do you want it with what's that? The torpedoes and then a small weapon? Or do you want 3 small weapons? What do you want? We want point defense. Hey, you. Oh, in there. And let's change. We're gonna actually make you energy thingies. Autocomplete ship, please. Thank you. And then these over here, you just pick the level. It's very simplified, but it's still complex in my mind. It's complex enough that you don't feel like you're trapped, but it's simple enough that when you're playing and you're pausing and or if you're playing real time in multiplayer and you're not pausing very often, because when you pause the game in multiplayer, you pause the game for everybody, it's still possible to play. Multiplayer, most people play on normal speed the whole time, maybe dropping it down or pausing it if someone requests it for a little bit. But it's very different to play on multiplayer than on single player. Because single player, you see I'm playing fastest speed and then I pause it a lot. Multiplayer, you've just got to go slow. Which does make the middle of the game when things are not really happening very slow indeed. Alright. What have we got in terms of... We've got 100. What would you take to make claims on you? 40... Maybe I should just claim some of their systems. I think that would be a good decision. We claim some of their systems, we go to war, we take those systems. Because we're apparently not able to vassalize them right now. We can't even see demand. Is it because they declared us a rival? Like, we can't... Are they a vassal of someone else? No. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, yeah, there's not even a button here. Because I can ask to be their vassal, but there's no demand vassalization, and there used to be for the Amazonians. If I come over here to the jellyfish, I can see demand vassalization is there and says they must be at peace, and I have to be bordering them, and relative power is greater than or equal to superior. So we are superior to them, they are inferior, as we can see over here. Fleet power is inferior, naval capacity is inferior, technology level is inferior because they're stupid jellyfish compared to our awesome little geckos. Like this guy, we're not bordering them, so if we look at... We can't even see it. Oh. Probably because we have a... Nope, not him. I thought we had a non-aggression pact with these guys. Yeah, we do. So we can demand tributes, but there's no demand. We can ask to be their vassal, but we won't see it with everyone. Jellyfish plants? No. These guys are in the mollusk group. Oh, you mean like in real life? Aren't jellyfish plants? They are kind of brainless. If we want real plants, we've got some in our empire. Where are the plant people? Species! Yeah, see the jellyfish are molluscoids. We got the plantoids here. They were servants of the, Amazonian birds. Oh, but you can see the negative traits here that I've genetically altered off of all of the races. There's 0 of them in our empire. We did some genetic engineering, including on ourselves. We were pretty awesome to begin with, and then we made ourselves more awesome. We're like the great leaders. Longer lifespan, more experience gained, higher level cap. We're also better at minerals now, too. We're just awesome. Okay. So, let's... You know what, where is our fleet? Hey, fleet. I'm sitting here talking. There's Citadel, 37 months. So, hey, fleet, why don't you reinforce yourself? And then upgrade yourself.
System survey
Complete. Cool. Go grab that one. There's a tomb world. We like tomb worlds. Tomb worlds are our natural habitat because we turned our home planet into a tomb world. Okay. Those stupid factions. What do we do to make you happier? We need... Oh, we need robots. Maybe we'll actually research robots and some of our people will build them. Oh, where's our ships? You guys are upgrading yourselves. Is good. How many ships is the base building? Oh, a destroyer, and that's upgrading. Okay. So as soon as they're upgraded, we will head over to where we're supposed to be. And let's go back here. Let's build some more of the awesome gene armies. They're taking a bit, but that's okay. The more gene armies, the faster we get to take over. And we're going to have a bit of a trouble when we actually like go against the hive minds. Because for victory conditions, not the contacts, victory, domination, we own 21 out of the 61 planets required. Maybe it's not 41%. I forgot what the percent. Yeah, 40%. Win the game by conquering or subjugating. So we can conquer or subjugate everyone. Or we can have a federation where we have 60% of all habitable planets. Yeah, in real life. Ooh, our Zurich is careful. Cool. You build research station. Kittel is got unrest. Guys, deal with it. You're bird people. You're part of our world now.
System survey complete.
Why are some of you so unhappy? Oh, because you're spiritualists. Oh, the governor is now adaptable. Cool. Alright. What time is it? It's 12:10. So I'm going to end the stream in about 20 minutes. This is my land. I have a flag. Yep. That's kind of what we turn into. We're using our science to take over the world, kind of. The world, the cosmos, the universe. You know, it's like the stream. We're more. We were kind of the beat up little nerds. We were trapped in here for the longest time because the Amazonians actually owned. If we look here, we got up to here, and I was trying to rush up to here to snag the station so we weren't trapped, or system so we weren't trapped. But then when I got there, I found the Amazonians were already there, and they hated us on sight because they're xenophobes. So it was a bit of a problem. We went to war with them to try and conquer them, and we invited our lovely friends up here to join us, and our lovely friends took systems but left us out in the cold because of the way the new system mechanics worked for attacking. So we didn't do anything in that war except to give our friends land, which we now took from them because we turned on our friends. Because they kept going to war with us when we were fighting the jellyfish theocracy because they had a defensive pact with these guys. And we got over here by going through this wormhole, which is not that system. These systems are too close together. It's hard to see them. That system. There we go. There's the wormhole. We went through this awesome wormhole, which the other end is right here in this system, Yanda's. Ah, it's just cool. This is a new thing with the 2.0. So why don't you just come here and build a starbase, please? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about the chat because I can tell it has to be lagging badly. Okay. Let's see. Let's unpause because nothing's gonna happen while we're paused. And why don't you guys come on up here to a jaundice? Why don't you go build mining stations there, please? 17k minerals. Okay, guys. We need to build some ships. Humcad. Humcad's got lots of stuff, but they don't actually have... We're not exactly a citadel yet. We've got like 2 years. It is the future. Gene therapy? What they're doing? It's pretty awesome. So let's build another 2 battleships, I think. So I look at our ship designer. We haven't researched anything new, have we? Nope. Do we research? No, we got 4. We're researching level 5 shields. So they are 14 months.